If you think the opioids epidemic is just plaguing dirty little corners of poor communities, or that what some drug addict does to himself doesn't affect you, you need to stop living under a rock. From Albany County.
This is everywhere now. This is in middle class, upper class, it's in suburban neighborhoods, it's in rural neighborhoods.
To Saratoga County.
It's a major problem, and I'm telling the residents of Saratoga County, we do have a problem.
Opioids are driving up crime rates, straining law enforcement and medical resources, and taking lives.
Yeah, I was stealing to support my drug addiction.
25-year-old Asia Saglambini of Rotterdam is doing time at Albany County Jail. This young woman, seemingly sweet and genuine in her prison jumpsuit, had plans to be a nurse until drugs took over her life, which she hopes to get back. Asia's addiction started in high school when she and a friend were introduced to heroin. They used it every day.
Oh my gosh, it's so easy. It's easier to find heroin on the streets than it is to find pot.
That kind of easy access is also a problem at Shaker High in Latham, one that's getting worse.
We've had students overdose, and we've had students that were barely conscious, and had to be taken to the emergency room by ambulance, and that's happened more than once.
Stephen Hollick is a student assistance counselor. He says on a daily basis, kids are walking the halls with drugs in their pockets.
These drugs are coming from drug dealers. Drug dealers are getting large quantities of these drugs, which are legal prescription drugs, but they're selling them just like they sell heroin and marijuana.
Our youngsters are still experimenting. They're still thinking they're invincible, that nothing's going to happen to them.
Jennifer Vitkus of the Addiction Care Center of Albany says some users, as young as 8 or 9 years old, are getting opiates from mom and dad's medicine cabinet, or just misusing their own prescriptions for pain relief from sports or other injuries.
Such prescriptions often serve as a gentle introduction to addiction. Wanting that high turns into needing that high, and a willingness to do anything to get it.
It really is. Our larcenies are up, burglaries are up. They're looking for that monetary, looking for money or looking for things that they can go and pawn off to get the money to buy the drugs.
We would initially say that probably 20% of our 650 inmates, give or take, are in here for drugs. There's probably another 20 to 30% that are in here for indirect drug charges, which means you got caught roaming through a parking lot looking to steal a GPS off of a dashboard. You smash and grab, something to that effect, to feed your habit.
Sheriffs Zerlo and Apple agree. Prison is not the answer here. There needs to be a more holistic approach to addressing the epidemic, one that treats the social, physical, and emotional aspects, and will help people, like Asia, break the cycle of addiction.
So I don't want to go back to the way I was before.